Now, before we go to question period today, I'd like to return to the points of order raised yesterday, May 4th, 2022, concerning the remarks made during oral questions. First, the House Leader of the official opposition alleged that the Prime Minister had used unparliamentary language. The Chair listened again to the proceedings during question period, and I must admit that with all the noise in the House, I was unable to determine what may have been said. Under the circumstances, I can only ask member to observe the normal rules of debate and decorum in this House and to avoid disrespectful remarks. As I also mentioned yesterday, I heard unparliamentary language from both sides of the House. I further reiterate that none of these remarks should be made in this place. Further, for his part, the member for Central Okanagan, Similkameen Nicola, argued that a question put to the Prime Minister by the member for Pontiac had nothing to do with the administrative nature of government.
I would like to remind all members that question period is an opportunity for members to obtain information from the government and to hold it to account. However, our rules require that questions be within the government's administrative responsibility. After listening to the question again, the Chair admits that it had no direct link to the government's overall responsibilities or the specific responsibilities of one of its ministers. Instead, it asked the Prime Minister to comment on the words and gestures of another political party. In future, such a question will be deemed out of order. I invite members to take these guidelines into consideration when next they speak. We will be starting question period in a few moments, and I hope that it will be less tumultuous than it was yesterday. I urge members to remember that moderation is always in good taste.
Before we start, for those of you who are maybe the blood pressure's a little high, it's a beautiful day outside. Go for a walk.